Hi guys, as promised, we're going to do the comparison of the modern day Challengers 2008 until probably I would say 2013, 2014 model year. Although they all look the same to me except for the recently released Challenger, Demon, and the Hellcats and things like that. They're slightly different with the flares and the tail lights and things like this, but predominantly the '08 to 14s look the same. So the diecast that I'm going to be showing you today is based on a 2008 to 2012. And there is a special appearance of like the Demon coming up too, just to show you the differences and such. But yeah, we're going to be comparing the Greenlight to the Kyosho because those are the two most accurate ones. There's also a couple Hot Wheels ones I will show you. Although the Hot Wheels is very underscaled and the proportions are a little bit off. The Demon that they made is going to be the one that I'm showing you at the end. And it's actually pretty good with the proportions and such, but the scale, once again, is a little bit too small. So another thing we're doing tonight is another unboxing. Well, I should say today. It's night for me. Actually, it's my Saturday night, so it would be your early Saturday morning on the East Coast. I always refer to the East Coast because that's where I'm from, is Cleveland. So that's why I always kind of emphasize on EST time and compared to Manila time. But anyways, we're going to be unboxing a regular Greenlight, my Breaking Bad, and then the surprise one is the Green Machine, one that we haven't opened yet. Actually, I have a couple other Challenger SRTs that I haven't opened yet. This is one, and then the two down here. You remember we opened those together in a video about a month ago. And later on, there will be more Challengers to come that we're going to be unboxing. So we'll unbox these in just a moment, but just to give you a look at some of the Challengers, we'll go over the Greenlights first, and we'll go by the years to show you that they're all pretty much the same car. This one here is labeled as a 2008. It comes from the Hot Pursuit series, and it's a sheriff car from, I can't even read it, Rockdale County. And it's on the bottom, it says 2008 Challenger RT. So very nice car, silver stock wheels. The proportions of it are perfect, the scale's perfect. These are big cars, actually, compared to the old school Challenger. We'll use an Auto World since everybody says Auto World is the most accurate compared to Greenlight. Although Greenlight scaling is pretty good with their 70s and 71s. But yeah, check out the Auto World 72 compared to the Greenlight '08. Much difference. Much bigger car. Now the overall dimension, like length, is pretty much the same on these, but the thickness, the girth of this car is much bigger than the old school. So that's why a lot of people, you'll hear them referring to that this new Challenger is really big. And yeah, comparing it to the original E-bodies, yes, they are. And that's one thing I wanted to point out and show you guys is that how they are a little bit thicker, I guess you could say. So this is the '08. Now, let's go ahead and move on up. This one here is based on a 2010. Most of these here are going to be based on a 2010. Exact same car. The grills are the same. The headlights are the same. Tail lights are the same. All the body, marker lamps, everything are the same. And that's an '08 to a 10. So we know the '09 is the same too. So this is an 11. As you can see on the base, it says 2011 Dodge Challenger. Once again, headlights, grille, fog lights are even the same. This one actually, I don't think has the fog lights on the 10. I think that's like an option. Yeah, there's the 8 with the overall fog lights. Bottom grille opening. It's the same car. So, this is the RT 2011. Pretty car. Like the blue. I think this is a little darker than B5, but still very beautiful blue on this one. So, let's park this. And this is 2010 RT with the chrome wheels option, which it looks really good with the chrome wheels. Same thing as the silver ones, but it's just a chrome option. Let it focus in. Yeah, 2010 Challenger RT. And then here is the greeny version of that car. Cool little car, number 81 in the greenies. And then this one is in 685 of the regular series. And then here is his white companion in green machine. I actually don't have the regular of the white one, just the greeny of the white and black. They also have a red one with black stripes, which is really nice. I would like to get the greeny version just to have all three of them eventually. And that one's number 30. So as you can see though, they're all the same. Tail lights, the headlights and grills, everything is the same on 08 to 11 so far. The 08s, the 10, and the 11s. As I said, there's not an 09 here to show you, but we can just assume it's the same. So let's go ahead and take out the 2012. This has already been opened for you guys before the video. That way it's easier to get this out. Because this one, the way I have my Breaking Bad cars displayed, one day I'll show you. I'm going to put this one back in the package because it's a nice display setup I have for the Breaking Bad stuff. So there you go. There's 2012. This is Flynn's Challenger, Walter Jr.'s car from the show. And once again, the grille, the headlights, same thing. On the die cast anyways. Now in the real life they may have like a different, like maybe mesh, honeycomb, grill, something like this. I don't know. But and maybe different tail light lens pattern or something, but I don't think so. I think it's pretty much the same car in real life too, from 2008 to 2012. And I know somebody that had a 13 and it's, well, maybe it was a 12, I'm not sure, but still, yeah, pretty much the same cars. So Greenlight did an awesome job with this car. As you can see, the wheels are spot on accurate. The body proportions, body lines, everything is perfect on the car. Even like the width of the tires and stuff, thick, but they were on this car, so nothing wrong with this one with the fat tires and such. So they did a really nice job on this. Now, the company from Asia, Kyosho, they only made 3 renditions of this car, and I have 2 of them. I'm missing the black one, which I wish I could get the black one someday. Very nice car. Also very true to scale. It's kind of thick, the way I was describing it, compared to the 72 Auto World. Here's an orange 72 compared to the orange 2010. Now, Kyosho, they're notorious for not putting years of the vehicles. But this Kyosho RT was made in 2010 is the copyright date on the bottom. I wish that would focus in better for you guys. Sorry about the blurry camera, but anyways, let me put down the 72. It may be trying to focus on it instead. So there you go. That's better. The Kyosho, it's nice. The wheels are nice. And I'm going to say this is more focused on like an 08, but even the 08 wheels were pretty much the same as the 10s and the 11s and so on. The downsides of the Kyosho, the wheel openings are round. These were squared at the top. The green lights are spot on. It's perfect. It's squared kind of in the top. I mean, it's still radiused, but it is a little squared compared to the Kyosho. If you look closely, you can kind of see what I'm talking about maybe. See how that's kind of longer on the top of the arch. These are like perfectly round on the Kyosho. But overall, the scale is good on both cars. Body lines are perfect on both. Kyosho is off though on the wheel openings. I know everybody's always saying Kyosho is spot on with everything. Well, not on this car. But overall, dimensions and everything like that for the car, I think are pretty good. The width of the car is a little narrow compared to the Greenlight. Now, this one though, may be based on the concept. That may be why it has these wheel arches like this, why it's a little narrower and a little stubby on the front end compared to the Greenlight. But as I said, Kyosho didn't point out that this is a Challenger concept, and they didn't say anything like that. They just said Challenger RT, and it's copyrighted. It's 2010. Yeah, it's going to be hard for you guys to see it, but see where it says 164 Dodge Challenger. No, nothing about concept, and as you can see down here, it says 2010. So this is based on an 08 to 10 model. And it's nice, but I still think Greenlight beats them. The only thing Kyosho has over Greenlight are the side mirrors. And that's the one downside. But I will tell you this. The side mirrors are kind of a pain in the ass. Because the B5 Blue one, I broke one of the mirrors off and had to glue it back on. And that was just by transporting it from the hobby shop to my house. So it was an unfortunate mishap. And then Kyosho on this casting for some reason has a tendency to have a little paint rash on the front of the roof of this casting in particular. They both have this, and they both in the exact same area. They have that little bit of paint rash. Nothing bad. I mean, it probably can be rubbed off with rubbing compound. Actually, I hit this one before the video and most of it has come off. But yeah, that's the downsides of the Kyosho. So overall, these are the two that I'm comparing. I'll show you the Hot Wheels in just a second. But overall, the Greenlight wins it for me. I really do like their car, their casting better, the opening hood, the die-cast chassis. That's another downside of the Kyosho. It's kind of a little bit light and flimsy, plastic chassis. And it is not... as I said, is accurate with the body lines and such, with the wheel openings as what the Greenlight is. Both very nice. I'm still going to buy the Kyosho black one when I find it, and I will buy more of the Kyoshos if they ever become available. And the last Greenlight, the Greenie. This is my favorite green machine because it's very nice. It could be a real car, actually, with the green paint, and that's it. That's the Green Machine feature. It was originally Sublime Green, as you can see on the card. The green wheel ones are cool, too. Love them, but this one, as I said, looks more like a real car because of the emerald green paint. Very beautiful car. The chrome 5-spokes. Now this has like a torque thrust style 5-spoke. Different than all of the other Challengers that we looked at. The other Challengers have... Sorry, it doesn't want to focus in really good sometimes. But the other Challengers have like the stock wheel and chrome and silver painted. This is actually like a torque thrust Krager type wheel on this one, which is really cool. 2011, once again, no difference. It's same tail lights, same grill, everything like that. And as I said, in the real life, there may be more like details that you can see that are easy to pinpoint. Okay, this is an 11, this is a 12 by like the style of the lens on the tail light and such things like that, where you're not going to see on a 1/64th. So, as I said, we brought the Hot Wheels in. This is the nicest premium Hot Wheels Challenger that's available. This is the Retro Entertainment Fast and Furious 2008 Challenger SRT, and it is nice but very small for a Challenger. Very underscaled, as you can see with this. Like the proportions, the length, it's very small. Very short, very narrow. It's more, I would say, maybe not as small as a 172 Challenger, but I would say like a 168, something like that. It's small compared to the other ones. At least the Kyosho and the Greenlight sitting next to each other, they can be compatible in a diorama. This doesn't fit in a diorama, unfortunately. Still yet a nice car, but Hot Wheels, they're always having the toyish look, the bigger wheel openings in the back, bigger diameter wheels in the back, small diameter in the front. Body lines, grill in the front looks good. Tail lights also look good. I mean, it's not a bad car. It's nice, and I'll buy more of them if they have the rubber tires, the premium. Now, the one that we were saving for the last is the Demon, and I have it tucked away in my SRT truck here, and it is a very cool car. I do like the Demon casting from Hot Wheels, and actually I'm going to have to kind of do that to get it out of there. So, there's the Demon, and they did a good job. It's got the flares, it's got the hood, everything, the different tail lights. I just wish they would have painted the lights to kind of give it a little more detail, especially since this is a super treasure hunt version. But it's still yet very cool. But once again, underscaled. It's actually a little smaller, I think. No, actually it's probably the same size as their SRT8. And there they are together. These look cool together. And this actually looks cool with the bigger tire on the back because it has that drag look of the real Demon. Big slicks in the back, skinnies in the front. And the wheel diameter is the same on this one, which I like compared to this guy. I wish this had like thicker tires, but actually that's not the way it was in the movie. It actually had big diameter wheels, but front and rear. So there are the two Hot Wheels. And as I said, I love this Hot Wheels Demon casting, but it's just a little bit too small. As like, well, you can see up here, sitting next to the Greenlight, it looks tiny. And we can even take the Demon out of there and put the Challenger there, this regular Challenger, and it's really small compared to the Greenlight. But you take a Kyosho and put up here next to it, and they look pretty good together. And the Kyosho grill's a little slim, but still yet the proportions are pretty close. The scaling is really good. Kyosho is supposed to be 2 scale, and as I said, it looks a little narrow compared to the Greenlight, but hey, they're still both nice castings. So overall, my pick is the Greenlight, second Kyosho, then third Hot Wheels. And so that's my review and comparison for the week. They're all nice castings, all great cars. I will buy more of them, but overall, I recommend the Greenlight. So Thanks for watching, and if you haven't hit subscribe, remember to subscribe to my channel and turn on your notifications. Thanks for watching.